Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Friday. Don't forget, we have a Q&A this afternoon at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You'll be able to send in your questions on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and even Intercom, and we'll do the best we can to answer them. Anyways, guess what? We made it to 21 days, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
The 21-day course. Okay, so, it's a little brazen of me to say this, but I understand that in a lot of healthcare fields, a professional healthcare expert will go to school for 12 years. And I just want everyone to know that in the field that you are, which is teaching self-love, self-care, bringing people back to nature, that's the most important job of the whole world. Did you ever notice something? Our healthcare system is failing everyone, but everybody has opted into it. The healthcare system that I'm talking about, people go to school for 12 years. They're also the leading cause of death in this country, in any profession. So you have the right to call yourself a practitioner. And just so know this, everyone out there, I will have any of my practitioners come up against any challenge that's out there. I'm not talking about surgery, because they do surgery the best. They do 911 care the best. But the reason why we're in trouble today is that people do not know how to manage their body. And the God that created the whole universe had everything simplistic, and the perfect day was already there. Mankind, who's not kind, stole our perfect day. And after 21 days, these practitioners will give you a money-back guarantee that in a one consultation or in 1 hour body work, they will do more than any other therapist out there. And that's the bottom line. If you think that this isn't real, then challenge me on this. Challenge me on my Q&As. Take a look at your family. As long as you're not willing to question what's going on out there, then people are going to fall. You know, one of the greatest things that I ever did was start my Doc of Detox show. I've been able to talk to such highly intelligent, professional people from all over the world. And I can tell you that the world is asleep, okay? And we're being sold off by the pound. And I can tell you that I've created a training here at the International Training Institute of Health that after 21 days, you can become a successful practitioner. Now, why do you believe everybody out there believe that I'm full of BS, dysfunctional belief systems, and that this is not true? Because you've been taught, okay, to be distracted, deflected, conflicted, contaminated, and corrupted. That you're a lot less than you think you are. You even forgot that you even self-heal. You forgot that the body will heal. You forgot that the best thing for the body is rest, self-care, self-love. Every time that you're in crisis, you go running to somebody who's in emergency care and they make you into an emergency. So this is where we're headed. I really don't care what people think. I don't need anyone's approval to teach this course, and I've already proven it. And when we teach this course, we supply websites to help our practitioners become successful. If they can focus on teaching people the perfect day, how to breathe, how to eat, how to think, what to drink, how to erase and replace beliefs in your mind that are limiting you. You're only limited by your beliefs, and that's why most of the world is not going to heal. Most of the world is not going to find paradise. Beth, come on over and join me. So it's been 21 days. This is your second time back here.
Mm-hmm.
What has changed?
Oh, my way of thinking has really changed, and my idea of health and how to get it has changed, and I realized that it's not so hard to do. It's pretty easy if you follow the plan.
What's going to change? What has changed for you the way you view the world right now?
Oh, I feel more empowered to be able to be me and to be able to do the things that I want and the things that I need to do that lift me up and help me to live my true self.
So basically, here's the one for you. it's not so bad finding out who's screwing you out there. It's nice to know that, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's very nice.
And to know who's screwing you and pretending that they're actually supporting you. Right?
Yes.
Okay,
That's right.
so you know what? It's not about creating fear in your life. It's about creating the courage that already lays within you. The worst problem that you're ever going to have is when you keep on doing something and somebody tells you that you can have this and anybody can have this, but you can't get this. How does that feel? So, what are you going to do when you get home?
I'm going to change my life and the things that I do and start working towards and doing the things that are best for me to do, that uplift me. And
when you actually took the course, did you actually think that you would go home, open up a business, and start helping people?
It took a while to reach that point, to build up my confidence and to do away with my faulty thoughts and beliefs.
So who is Beth?
I'm me.
The difference between the Beth with the 21-day course, what's the difference? Is there a difference in what you believe you're limited by, or you're not limited by anything, or you're just limited by yourself now?
Maybe I'm just a little limited by myself, but I think I'm not that limited anymore.
That's right. Congratulations. Great. Come on up, Susan. So Susan and I, we were talking this morning, weren't we? Right? Why don't we pick that up, that little conversation this morning? Remember when you said the first time you came, you bought some Teslas?
Oh, the first time I walked into Daryl's office, I had been on the tea for a while and I came in here to pick up more tea and I was curious with no idea of what actually happened at the International Training Institute of Health. So I walked in the door and Daryl was here and I ended up leaving with the Tesla glasses and the tea and the Fulvic and the structurer, and I took it all home and I took home the thoughts. The last thing he said when I walked out the door was, you should look at taking the course. So I went home and I was excited just to have that and the power it gave me to actually make a few simple changes to change my health for one thing. And I was looking for a lot of answers. I was feeling like so many people out there where you're exhausted, you don't know the solution, you can't figure out why your joints hurt or why your energy's not right or why your headspace isn't right. And I did sign up for the course at the last minute. So I took it, and without even thinking about the business plan or even knowing about the business. So that was in May. And then I took it now as the second time.
How was our first 3 days together?
Oh, butted heads all the time. And I was a doubter and an eye roller. Haven't done it again since then. Yeah, you learn fast about some things that you've done your entire life and had no idea how your subconscious is ruling you. So the whole life coaching changed everything, just on the way that I handled myself, how hard I was on myself, and I guess it runs to everybody else. You're hard on everyone without even knowing that you are that way. And you start to just slow down and take a look at a lot of different things that I ran for priorities in my life that really didn't matter or don't matter. And the things you focus on that hurt you. And it's great. Like, the whole thing is great. And to know that you can take this and do anything you want in the world with it. As far as the business plan, I mean, just this morning I had 3 phone calls from different people that are struggling with emotions, with their physical life. And all of it's a simple thing, right? Love yourself and be kind and start there and breathe. Drink a gallon of water. That's not hard. Structured.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what do you think of the body work?
Oh, I love the body work. Since we've been here.
You've had other body work, or massage, chiropractor,
I struggled.
everything.
I was looking for everything, answers for everything. I've done 3 years of physiotherapy trying to get rid of concussions. And I mean, yeah, I fell over and hit the same spot after that. So you can't blame that on anybody except, maybe why do you do that? Yeah, I've had every
Because it was time.
Exactly. It's time to, whack yourself. But something else you learn about you start to look at the world differently. But the body work is unreal. Like, you can sort out so many issues, you know, whether it's a simple, like, a lymphatic thing, which isn't really simple to so many people, they suffer from it, all the way to, you know, I thought I had a bone on my foot, and Daryl walked in the room when we were all doing deep tissue on our ankles, and he goes, "Do you want that gone?" He knocked off something in 5 minutes off my ankle that I've been to doctors trying to figure out why my ankle hurt, and it was just gone, and it was a piece of calcium. Like, how hard's that, right? I just thought it was part of me. And that's one place, but you get into organs and breast lifts and facelifts, and you know, yeah, you might have a little bruise because there's a lot of toxins locked in there, but at the end of the day, it's gone.
How does it make you feel? Like, these are invisible blocks. These are like ropes tied in knots. How does it feel when they're gone, though?
Oh, it feels fantastic. Just to have, you know, there's the flexibility, but the emotional release, and you the picture you get when it's going, you know, different things that have happened in your life, and everybody has stuff in their life, and you think you have your own little secrets or your own judgments, but at the end of the day, there's not a person in the world that doesn't have something, a story, and we, you know, just be proud of those stories. It's who we are, and it makes us who we are.
Wow, you've come so far.
Yeah.
Really?
I thought I was already there. That's the sad part, is I already, you know, you're killing yourself thinking you're somewhere, and you know, or something, and you actually open up the world and make it clean and simple, and it's like, this is a piece of cake. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Daryl.
You're welcome. Thank you. Karen?
Good morning.
So, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think of Karen?
She is amazing, and I have finally figured that out.
Really?
And I still have a little ways to go, but I'm telling myself I'm already there. This has been an incredible 21 days with this amazing group. Just discovering myself, learning to really love myself, and be who I want to be every day, and not for anybody else.
Yeah, and how does it feel not to be is it okay if I'm open? Mm-hmm. How does it feel to not be a cancer survivor, but a human thriver? You know,
Yeah.
you know how most people go, I'm a cancer survivor for 10 years. Do you know how crippling that is? Okay? We need to get rid of hope. We need to know things. We need to know we can heal. You know what? We need to not be a survivor anymore, because a survivor is always a victim, and they're always just coming back from war. And the chances of you going back to war are really good. You understand the difference, don't you?
Oh my gosh, I now know that I have the power to heal my body. I have no fear of cancer. I have no fear of it coming anywhere in my body again. I have control of my body and my health, and I believe in it.
Well, you'll always have fear of cancer and fear of everything else until you totally honor, love, and respect yourself. I mean, that's all it is. You can measure the amount of fear by the lack of love. You can measure the amount of love by the lack of fear. That's how it goes. Fear contracts us. Fear causes us to stay in a sympathetic state where we can never heal. Even though you're not on the run, you're on the run. Okay? You're always on the run. Isn't it nice to know you don't have to be on the run? And who are you running from?
It's amazing. I was running from myself, and I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
And I can recognize when I go into that fight or flight and say, no thanks. We're going back to parasympathetic and just going to be loving and enjoy the day.
And understand something, all of these women and men that always wanted to be a practitioner but was told it was going to take 8 years, 4 years, $150,000 later, that's made to look like that. Didn't you ever notice how it's always made to be difficult? Understand something, and you need to get this. I am not a systems person, okay? We are approved, our courses, by the World Organization of Natural Medicine, and that is the only place that I need to be approved of to be able to have everybody practicing anywhere throughout North America. I never wish to be approved by the government. That means that I'm watered down. And that means that I have to be a little bit twisted and toxic. Do you understand? And I would never be approved by insurance, because if you ever notice, everything that's approved by insurance is watered down and it doesn't work very well. Am I right or wrong? Just say, everybody out there, get this, get this, and understand something. I don't care, right now you're going 21 days. Who does he think he is? I'll tell you who I think I am. I was created by God Almighty, and I'm going to act like it. And I'm also going to create thousands of these practitioners, and they're going to be everywhere. And then, if you can ever get out of your head to actually go see them, they'll give you a money-back guarantee, and they'll accomplish more than everybody else has ever done out there. Because guess what? You were created by God Almighty, and there is intelligence, there is genius, and there's a practitioner in everyone. And all of these practitioners are taught to take you from patient to practitioner. Would you like to stay patient for the rest of your life? How's that working for you? What do you think, Karen?
It's incredible. I am so empowered to go home. I'm so excited this time.
What's your business name?
Total Health for Women.
Where do you live?
And I'm in West Des Moines, Iowa. And you can reach me at 515-669-7293. Give me a call and let me help you get on your path to loving yourself and having that perfect day every day.
Would you really like to have somebody who truly understands you and has been there and really truly cares and is not part of an assembly line system? Thank you, Karen.
Thanks, Dr. Wolfe.
You're welcome. Hi, Mary.
Hi.
So, what do you think? Where are we?
Well, when I first started this, when I first met you, I really believed that I wasn't enough. And I know that's the majority out there. And so this has been a very emotional journey, but I've changed, well, you can attest to that. I think I've changed quite a bit over the last few years.
It's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
Yeah.
So, business is great, eh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to come and see you, where are they going to go?
Palm Desert, California, which is in the Palm Springs area.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's the name of your business?
Sexy Lean Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how does the world look to you now?
And a big adventure.
Yeah.
I'm not as fearful. I used to be afraid to speak up.
Not as fearful. So why do we still have the fear? What's the fear?
I think a lot of that stems from the body work that we've been doing.
Yeah.
I was trying to be the good girl, and I was trying to be perfect because I felt like I wasn't enough. And so I did some things to myself that ended up hurting me more. And a lot of it has to do with how we look at ourselves. For instance, after having children, I felt that I had to have a tummy tuck. I had to, do what they call the mommy makeover. And it created, as you know, maybe you can talk a little bit about what we did last night.
And the night before?
And the night before. We broke down a lot of blocks in the body.
Well, the tummy tuck wasn't done right.
No, it was botched.
And what they did was, when they did the tummy tuck, they shortened too much. So they actually caused her chest and her abdomen to be compressed down. And then the actual main muscle that runs down from the solar plexus right down to the pubic bone was actually shortened. And so what happened was, because it was shortened, every time that she would try to stand up straight over the years, that would actually create tension. Because you see, when you try to make a rope longer than it is, okay, then it's always going to be contracted. And if it's always contracted, that means the blood flow, the energy flow, the lymph flow is not getting in there. So that means over the years that the rope that should have been this wide is now like this. But the problem it was getting inflamed. It was so fibrosed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was about this wide.
I couldn't do hardly any back bending.
Yeah. So I had to go right in there, and I had to go in from the front, but we actually worked right down into your spine, didn't we? We actually used her spine to open up as a backward to open up this. And if we wouldn't have done that, no laser's going to do this. No exercise, no physio, no chiropractor, nobody. What we don't get here is that the Wolfe deep tissue is not deep tissue massage. It's not deep tissue, people. Okay, we only gave it that name. It's more like the most beautiful surgery you're ever going to do. It goes in and takes apart. anything from tumors to fibroids to knots to
Well,
crystallization.
got rid of 2 fibroids last night.
Yeah, and a cyst.
That's right.
Yeah, the cyst was sitting on top, right? Because the fibroid was giving off infection, so it was collecting it. But at least the body's smart enough to know it just collects it, and so it doesn't go all over the place, right?
Right. And then immediately afterwards, I felt relief. Right away.
Well,
So
that's,
for people who don't know about this, it's right away you know that.
but that's the emotion in you, or scar tissue in you, or a calcium deposit that's been displaced. That is an emotion. Everything is emotion. You know, we didn't talk about it a lot, but we're 99.9999% frequency beings. Like, Mary looks solid, but not one particle is touching, but you can't put your finger through her. Welcome to the grand illusion. So then what happens is that when we get knotted up emotionally, we get knotted up within the body, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every time that you don't feel like you're good enough, you have somebody take a knife to you, or you get mugged.
Yeah, we store that in our tissues.
You either get mugged, or you go and you actually book a mugging. Understand that. And I'm not saying that all surgery is wrong. I will tell you that 99% of all surgery is wrong, because we have been taught to not care. And when you have no self-care, then you go to emergency care.
That's exactly right.
So what does your life look like now?
I'm much more, I listen to my intuition a lot more. I feel more empowered, and I really do care about the people around me and their health as well. And so that's my passion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you can't care for yourself without caring for the world.
No, you can't give what you don't have.
That's right. Wow. There you go.
Thanks, Daryl.
Sandra?
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so what do you think?
I feel set free. It's amazing. You could take any one part of what we learn, and it would massively change your life. The magic is, of course, putting it all together. So I'm so excited to go home and start teaching people about Braveheart. I was sort of doing that anyways because I was so excited about it. Teaching about the perfect day diet. And what's so empowering is that the same things that will create just optimal health will treat chronic disease. So, you know, we're so empowered because you can heal yourself. Your body can do it, and everything can be straightened out. Emotions, body work, soul,
Yeah.
set free.
Trade in mankind for Mother Nature today, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandra.
Okay.
All right. Here's John.
Morning, everybody. So, I met Daryl for the first time 6 months ago. I came here for the 1 week deep tissue course, and during that week, I spent an hour and a half with a personal consultation with Daryl. And originally, when I came to do the deep tissue training, I was, thought I was really stepping out of the box. I'm gonna, change my life. This is gonna be, a life-changing experience. But it was that hour and a half of that consultation that really set things in motion. It wasn't about it wasn't about what was happening around me. It was about what was happening with myself. And it was, Daryl got in and you stirred the pot basically and got me thinking about, why I felt so empty inside, why I couldn't share the love to anybody else, why I didn't have that passion that I thought I had and had in the past, but everything had just disappeared on me. And it set the ball rolling, and here we are 6 months later. I've physically dramatically changed. I've lost a little bit of weight.
How much weight?
Close to 50 pounds following the perfect day. My joints feel amazing, no more pain anywhere. I can wake up in the morning, feel fresh. There's a fire burning in that belly again. And I was really excited about coming for this last 21 days, and things have really come together. The whole life coach, I thought I was doing pretty good, but so we stirred that pot up some more and made we're making some major changes again. Got We got that feeling of empowerment. My confidence is growing by the day.
So the relationship with yourself has improved?
Oh, absolutely, and it's going to continue to keep improving. I'm going to, it's at 10% daily. If I keep doing that 10% daily improvement, and I know I'm unlimited.
Yeah. That would be 3,650% this year.
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Yeah, next year.
Talk about the many moods of John.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
and next year it'll be a little bit more.
Yeah,
And,
how did it make a change in your relationship with your wife?
Oh, absolutely. Robin, who is already a master trainer and has been practicing who's a master trainer and has been practicing for over a year and a half. She's just totally amazing with
She rocks.
with the emotional work.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to have her as a personal coach.
Why is it that we always wait for the women?
Oh, exactly.
Why do we do that?
Yeah.
Huh?
I drug her all everywhere over beef in the past, and now it's my turn, and it's really grateful to be on this journey with her and be a true journey together.
Yeah, they're a team effort now. So what's your business called?
We're frequentvitality.com. We are located in Valley View, which is in northern Alberta, and you can reach us at 780-524-8825, and myself or Robin can bring you back together.
And here's the deal, okay? Like, Robin is smoking busy, has more business than she wants, and she lives in a small town of what, 2,500?
Yeah, 2,000 people, yeah.
You want to think about that? So just understand something. How do you get that busy? Well, because you make a difference. And the other thing is you guys didn't do anything like this ever before.
No, nothing.
Nothing. Zippo.
Yeah.
So understand, I'm not just going to sit here and make this up. I'm trying to tell you that, okay, your savior's not coming. Your savior's already inside yourself. It is not the medical system. It is not me. It is nobody else. You need to do it for yourself.
For yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And once you have that empowerment for yourself, then you can truly help others empower themselves and get their health back.
That's right.
It's that simple.
Beautiful. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Daryl.
All right. Ace? All right. So I met Ace about, what was that, 3 years ago?
2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
About a little bit over 2 years.
Yeah, a little over 2 years ago. And then you said you wanted to come to the course, right?
Yeah,
Right? And that was 2 years ago. Now you're here.
I am here.
So, anyways, so is there a difference in Ace now than 21 days ago?
Absolutely.
What's the difference?
The difference is I found my voice, and my voice matters, and I matter. And I'm amazing. Plus, I'm a genius.
There you go. And what was Ace like before coming to the course?
Nervous. I was afraid everyone would judge me. And I was just kind of going like this all the time. Not smiling. Smiling is very important too. And everyone here really, really helped me with my smile, so thank you all so much. Because Dr. Wolfe was saying, he's like, okay, everyone, when you look at Ace, say, Ace, smile, and everyone did it. Every single day. It was amazing.
Well, it's team effort, right? You
Teamwork makes the dream work.
know? That's right. That's right. You got it. Thanks, Ace.
Thank you.
All right, man. And Ace is in Toronto, right, Ace?
Ace is in Toronto.
And he's ready to rock his elbow and to fix you. Right? Oh, look at this. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, Lindsay, come on up. So here's what happens at the clinic, okay? So you hire someone, they're supposed to be the office manager, right? And then they terrorize you for about a year, right?
Yeah,
And then what happens?
I got my way. I got to take the course.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Amazing. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. Everyone else that was in the course, it was just a great group of people to work with. Learned a lot. Love the deep tissue. Love it.
Yeah.
Draws a little.
Yeah, can you take a look here? Okay, so you see this? You see the bit of bruising here? Okay, now take a look at the other one, okay? All right, this is because she came in late yesterday. No. So anyways, so okay, right in her TMJ here, okay? This is where a lot of people have, this is called the FU point. I'll let you figure out what that is, okay? Because this is a family show. And this is where we hold our anger, okay? And when I went in here, you're supposed to actually have a nice little muscle here, right? And there was no muscle at all. The muscle had actually atrophied. So through continual,
Clenching.
you make me so mad. Okay? When you have contraction all the time and not speaking your mind. Okay? So you'll find this mainly with women, that the muscle will actually be deteriorated. With men, it's just locked and angry, right? But with women, it'll actually deteriorate. So when I went in here, I couldn't find it. So I had to go right into the joint to loosen it up. How was that?
It was painful.
Yeah,
It
emotional
was
too.
painful. Yeah, very emotional. I mean, aside from the tenderness, though, it feels way better already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels really good.
So it'll take like about 4 days, right? And then it'll start to go down, and she'll have freedom here. And then I told her I'd do the other side, because you don't want to do too many areas. This isn't like carpet bombing, right? You want to just take it step by step. You know, people do not realize it, but we don't have one block in the body. We have, on an average, a healthy person will have at least a dozen major blocks. A cancer patient will have 30 blocks, and meanwhile, they'll only focus on the tumor. And then the other thing is that they don't focus on the tumor. Why? Because they don't go in and pull it apart. So then everybody goes and gives you nutrients and spends tons of money. They'll even do intravenous. None of this is wrong to do. But why aren't we just going in there and gently opening up the tissue around the area and then going in around the tumor and gently pulling it apart? Because the thing is that the harder the tumor is, the more calcium it has, the more crystallization. The tighter it is, the more trouble you're in. The more trouble you're in. Blood supply. So shouldn't we increase the body's blood supply? And that would help to bring down the blood supply that the tumor is using to try to feed off of. Anyway, so now you're going to start doing some deep tissue.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We're getting so busy with personal treatment and trainings. Sage is gone. He starts personal treatment and trainings the day after you guys leave. And he's already booked solid. He hasn't got a day off for a month. So that's how busy we are. So that's what's happening. And personal treatment and trainings where people come here, or Sage or Abby or Genevieve will go around the world to people's homes and teach couples, families, and we have other trainers that are learning how to do that right now. So understand, we can come to you, okay? And understand something, you're worth it. Are you willing to spend $5,000 to $7,000 to have someone come and teach you how to create the perfect day, how to detox properly, and how to have the most powerful body technique that you can do on anybody in your family, all right? Until we start really touching each other more, right? You never let anybody walk past you unless you grab them, you hug them, you stroke your hand on them. That's what you do with family. That's what you do with people you love. We're touchy-feely people, and we need to be able to go in there. And you can't do it with your hands, everybody. Everybody thinks that deep tissue is with your hands. It's not. It's with the elbow, and it's a technique I put together when I was 26 years old. So that I've been working on it for a little while. So at least 4 years now. Okay.
Days.
Yeah. So just know this. If somebody says you might as well go home or you need surgery, I call bullshit. And I did say bullshit today. I call bullshit. You know what? You can always have somebody take a knife to you, okay? And if it's not a life-threatening situation, you come to us or go to one of our therapists and we'll give you a money-back guarantee that you're not going to surgery, all right? And understand something. Whatever you think about yourself right now, you forgot the other 99%. God love you. Have the best day of your life, but you better find out who you really are. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you.
All right.
Very good.
Good? All right.